And English?
It doesn't matter how you say, whichever is easiest for you to say Tillim, then that's the way you say. If you can say it in Hebrew, that's the Lashon HaKodesh. That's the best. But if somebody can't, and there's also transliteration, they can say it in English. But all it is 3 prakim. It's 37, it's 83, and it's 144. Those are the 3 prakim of Tehillim. Go ahead, Nami.
Nami, you're muted. Unmute yourself, okay?
What are the Mizmorim in Hebrew? 37 in Lamed Zayin?
You know what? If you can, Charlene, if it's on live already. So after they'll announce it.
So we are privileged and it's our privilege and honor to have Esther Rachel speak for us today. Thank you so much. Esther Rachel has spent the last 25 plus years as an educator, healer, and advocate of the human spirit. A serial and entrepreneur, Esther Rachel founded Joy Breaks back 14 years ago as an international coaching and training company to bring more joy and laughter into our chaotic world. She is an experienced trainer, spiritual coach, laughter therapist, writer, comedy improv actress, international educator, and curriculum developer. Wow. Thank you so much for speaking for us. And the stage is yours. You're muted.
Hi, good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much, Naomi. It's a pleasure to be here with all these beautiful, gorgeous Jewish women. It's one of my favorite groups to speak with and be with and share laughter and joy with. So I think I was here last year, and in the month of Adar, it's always a pleasure to share what I do in the world. I'm an energy healer, and most prominently, I love giving laughter and joy workshops, and I have done this all over the world. I've done it not only with Jewish communities, but I go into corporations and businesses and schools, and I work with cancer patients. And I have a beautiful opportunity to just share this with you this morning, and I hope you take this laughter and joy out into the world and incorporate it with your tefillot and incorporate it in your lives with your families. So it's the month of Adar, and we say, Ivdu es Hashem b'simcha, and it's a month where we want to bring more joy in. But it's really a time where we can learn how to bring more joy in every single day of our lives, because as I work with energy, I'm an energy healer. I've trained all over the world, and it's the most powerful vibration that we could bring into our hearts and into our world to bring Mashiach, to bring any kind of change at all, any kind of transformation. It's joy. Joy is the highest vibration. It's the charge. Everything in the universe is energy and matter. So the energy of joy actually is measurable. It is one of the highest vibrations. So when we are serving Hashem with joy, we're actually able to impact greater change in our own health, and in the vibration, we are contagious for those people around us. Happiness and joy are actually vibrations that are contagious. And the opposite of that, which is negativity, sadness, grief, is also contagious. So even when we are saying tefillot, it's always really important to Ivdu es Hashem b'simcha, to always keep the vibration of joy in our hearts. And the question is, so it's very nice, everyone's always talking about, well, joy, it's always important to be in joy, positive thinking, positive psychology. But how do we actually maintain that? How do we actually, in the world where there is so much chaos and there is so much suffering, how do we actually access it? So I'm going to do a few exercises here today. It's really easy to talk about joy, laughter, happiness, but accessing it is a whole nother level of, if you're doing this every day, to access a bit of your joy, the first thing I like to say to everybody is, laughter is different. I do laughter therapy, and there's a reason, because it goes beyond laughter. We say, Az Yamalach Soch Pinu. We say this in our benching every day, that laughter is redemptive. It's the part of Mashiach that goes beyond our thoughts. It goes straight to the soul. It's the language. I say laughter is like the language of the soul. It's where we connect with people most deeply. And that's because it's the language of the soul. It's also the language of truth. We laugh when things are true. We laugh when we rise above ourselves, when we get above our pain. We can actually, laughter and tears are the same side of the different sides of the same coin. So when you're able to access laughter in your own soul, you're actually connecting with the person you're laughing with very deeply. If you think about people in your lives you laugh with, it's usually people you feel very close to. And if you want to become close to somebody, find things that you appreciate together, find things that you can laugh at together. It's the way you bond. It's the way we bond with our children. It's the way we bond with our spouses, our families. People love, it's no accident that the Jewish nation is a nation of so many Jewish comedians, that we celebrate so many of our own holidays. And Purim is the time where we bring more joy. It's a whole month dedicated to it. So laughter has medicinal properties. When you laugh, you raise you lower the cortisol in your body. So it reduces stress. Endorphins are released. So there's all kinds of serotonin is released, is elevated. There's all kinds of really beautiful attributes that laughter has. And what I'm going to do now is ask all of you to think of something in your life, like a situation, a problem, something that you have that has been agitating you. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to do a laughter exercise. And then after the end of it, we'll see if you come to some kind of a different perspective, find a new solution to your laughter, from the laughter. So we know in the brain that laughter is connected to the same part of the brain that is problem solving. So when a person finds something funny, it lights up in the brain, in the temporal lobe, the same place when you are solving problems or you're trying to discern incongruities in life, which I think is sort of interesting. I call it the aha, ha-ha place in your mind. So I think that's pretty significant. If we think about when we're laughing, it actually is a release of chemicals in the brain that creates an expansive consciousness. It says that when you're laughing, you're able to access possibilities. You're actually able to see things in a new way. You're actually able to see a problem in a new way. You see people in a new way. So what I want to do now is ask you this is a really silly, wild, crazy exercise. I've done this all over the world. It's called 5 levels of laughter. Now, there's 5 levels of laughter. And when I teach this in Jewish groups, there's 5 levels of the soul. And there's also 5 brain states. In Hasidus, we talk about 5 levels of the soul. There's 5 levels of 5 brain states. This is science. There's also 5 levels of laughter. So when I'm working with people in healing environments who need healing, who are really sad or depressed or sick or dying, there's ways that this is one of the therapies that I use with them in addition to all my energy work. It's my favorite. Laughter is my favorite. It's what comes closest to my heart, what I love doing. I do this around the table with my family. We did this on Shabbos. It's a good fun thing to do, or do with your kids, your grandkids. So we're going to start. I'm going to go through the 5 levels of laughter, and I want you to just relinquish any embarrassment or feeling if people are around you, because this can get pretty silly and wild, but it actually works. So the first level is a mild chuckle, and it sounds like this. If you're just, I don't know if you're all muted, but you can just do it to yourself. Usually I do this with people who aren't muted, but just do it to yourself. Go, okay, good. I see Naomi. She's the only one I see. Okay. Naomi, this is going to be me and you. Okay. Then the second level is when you hear a mildly funny joke. I don't know, like a silly joke, and it's physiologically a stronger laugh, and it goes like this. Yeah, good. If anyone wants to be brave and show their beautiful faces, that'd be awesome. So I don't have to make a fool of myself here. So the second level goes like this. It's a stronger laugh. Okay, so that allows your diaphragm to open, your stomach. This is actually really good for your heart and your lungs. Okay. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, actually unmute yourselves, ladies. Please unmute yourselves if you can do that. There we go. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, great. All right, now, whoever wants to unmute themselves, this is level 3. Level 3 is a genuine belly laugh. Everyone put your hands on your belly. We all know this laugh. This is a laugh where you can't hold it in. You're laughing and you're sitting around with your friends and someone tells a really funny joke. And this laughter goes, hold your belly, and you're going to imagine yourself, pretend that we're faking it till we make it. It's a laughter like this. Okay. Awesome. Level 4, level 3, belly laughter. Level 4 is when you are with your friends. I don't know if any of you are teachers or myself. It's usually when you're a girl and you can't, and you start drooling and you're laughing and you're like holding on and you're really control the laughter. It's when you have to ask your students, can you please leave the classroom? You're being disruptive. But it's that laughter where you're sitting around with people you love, and it hurts. Okay, so we're going to go for that. Level 4. You ready? It's usually when I have people in a group, we hug each other, and people just go crazy doing this. Now, I say if businessmen could do this in suits, you women can do this with shekels. Okay, so let's go. Okay. Oh gosh, I wish we could all be together. Okay. All right, no, that's awesome. Thank you for those of you participating in this madness. Level 5 is when you are a child, and this is what our kids do. They roll on the floor, they're silly, nothing is funny. You just are rolling on the floor. This is level 5, where it's you're not thinking anymore. You're just laughing uncontrollably. This is a really fun thing to do with kids. You roll and you roll and you roll all over each other. And I've done this with groups of kids and teenagers, and even in with people who are adults. And the idea is that laughter is contagious. There is actually a mirror neuron in the brain that, as I said earlier, that laughter, joy is contagious, and what else is contagious is negativity. So it's really important to be mindful of your joy quotient, your vibration, keeping your vibration up. And when you don't feel it, the idea is fake it till you make it. It sounds superficial, but it's actually very real in your body. Your body doesn't know whether you're genuinely sad or when you're authentically sad. It also doesn't know when you're authentically happy, or your body doesn't know. Your mind knows, but your body doesn't. So it's important for health to keep the chemicals in your body healthy, to continually infuse yourself with joy, whether it's an authentic or not. And this is also science. So it's It's also important, as you know, I know you women get together, you say tefillos. It's important when you join hearts that your hearts join together in joy to say your tefillos, because this is the most powerful way we're going to change the world. And as Jewish women, elevate ourselves and elevate the world. So it's interesting. There's this story I tell when I do this work, because a lot of people who are more serious don't find this funny and they find it really hard to let go. And a lot of you are saying, oh, this is so silly. It's really fake and it's not going to work. The truth is it works because of what I just said, because of the chemicals that are released in the body. So laughter therapy is not different than humor, and it's different than joy or even happiness is something that the ego needs. It's when you get something, you're happy. When you find something, or even when you get a new job or you find it, you buy something, that's happiness is attached to the ego. Joy is attached to Hashem. It's that constant spiritual feeling we have of gratitude that allows us to always be in a state of grace, in a state of no matter what is going on in the outside world, we have this spiritual sense of grace inside us. And joy and laughter are very similar. Laughter is an experience of going beyond the mind. It's an unconscious connecting, bonding force. Children come into the world able to laugh. I mean, unless they're in a tortured environment, they came in very easily. Children laugh about 25, 30, 50 times a day. Adults laugh about 2, if they're lucky, 2 or 3. And so one of the things that people ask me, well, I'm not a happy person. I have a really tough life. I've had a lot of challenges, and this is very real. A lot of us face a lot of challenges in life. So I tell this story to go with it, that a chassid came to the Rebbe and he said, listen, Rebbe, I know that at Ivdu es Hashem b'simcha, I'm commanded to serve God with joy. I can't. It's not part of who I am. It's not my personality. I've had too much hardship in my life. I don't find life to be joyful or fun. And I can't serve Hashem like that. So the Rebbe said, okay, there's 3 things you need to do. And I'm going to share this with you, that the first thing you need to do is guard your thoughts. The things that you allow to come into your mind, the people that you surround yourself with. You need to be extremely mindful and aware of what you're indulging yourself in your thinking process. So that's the first thing, is really being mindful of all the things you think. If you find yourself getting depressed, take that thread, start with the point of what am I feeling right now, and follow that thought back to its source, and then shift it. And you can shift it doing this silly laughter exercise I just taught you. Another thing you can do is just look in the mirror, look in your eyes, and just smile, a fake smile. And look in your eyes and just say, I love you. A fake smile, and you'll see it's going to shift. We can actually, those of you who are online right now, let's just all smile. Just a silly, crazy smile. Yeah, see? You know, we just smile. Yay, good, yeah. And what happens is this releases chemicals in the brain. We don't need to do much, okay? But if you're going to be sad, we don't want to embody sadness because there's enough sadness in the world, but it will also be contagious. So you can fool yourself. Okay, so that's the thing, is your thoughts. The next thing is your speech. We know that Hashem created the world through speech. We create our world, so the things we say, Lashon Hara is such a huge thing for us, but it's actually the way we create. We say amen to things that we want. We say, we don't speak about, and stay away from people who talk about negative things. This is so important. You stay away from negativity. Because people who speak negatively about others or about life it's just a very harmful, energetically, speech is so powerful. The most important thing is our actions. So we have thought, speech, and deeds. This is the Rebbe said the most important thing you do is you fake it till you make it. You act a certain way, it changes. We all know if you're feeling sad, you're feeling depressed. When I work with women, I just did a beautiful workshop with women who are all challenged with breast cancer, and getting out of your mind and doing things that actually laughter. You fake it till you make it. You do things. And this is why in Judaism, the mitzvah is the most important. The action is what brings change into the world. So we have thought, speech, and deeds. So the idea is to create a world physicality that we're all impacting. So it's our thoughts, our tefillos, and the things we actually do, the chesed we do. So now I want you to, I think before we did the laughter therapy, if anyone had a problem that they had, I want you to actually think, if you can see something after doing that crazy, silly laughter exercise, if you can see the problem in a new light.
We
Just think
didn't
about
do
it.
number 5 yet, Leslie.
Oh, well.
I moved to the couch so I don't get hurt.
Oh, listen, you're so cute. If you want it, you want to do number 5?
Why not? Let's take
Okay,
it all the
you're
way.
great. All right, listen. Number 5, well, because you know why I don't? Because most women don't want to do it. But what we can do, number 5 is actually rolling on the floor.
Can I roll on
Yes,
the couch?
I do that.
Yeah, you can roll
I
on the
do-
couch, you can roll on the floor. So you ready? If people really want to do it, listen, I do this all the time. So let's do it. Here we go. You can lay on the floor. Actually, what you can do, lay on your couch, and you just want to, you're going to do this with your kids and your grandkids. They'll love you. And you're going to roll around like this, and you just get yourself into a state of laughter. Okay? Okay.
This is too much.
So that's okay. So that's level 5. I'm sorry, I skipped over that one. So you can do that, do it with each other. You should. I actually start a group. I do something called laughter yoga, where every week we get together and we just laugh, do laughter exercises. Okay. So did anyone come up? I'm just curious. You can just if you want to share with us, did anyone come up with a new solution to something that they couldn't figure out before and after the laughter? No? No. Okay. Well, think about it. Try this exercise with yourself. When you're having an issue, do the silly, crazy, and then it actually will happen. It's going from the ha ha to the aha moment. So it shifts. Aha, ha, 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 aha. Oh, wow. I didn't see that. Wow, I see something in a new light. Okay, so laughter yoga, we're gonna do this now. Okay, so everybody ready? This is just laughing. Remember, laughter is the best medicine. People have healed themselves from all kinds of ailments from just laughter. So everyone take your hands. We're gonna repeat after me. Ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ha, ha, ha. Clap 3 times. 2 times. Ho, ho.
Ho,
Ha, ha, ha.
ha.
Ho, ho.
Ho, ho.
Oh.
Ha, ha.
Ha.
All right, everyone, hands in the air. Woo! Okay, good. So that's part of laughter yoga. And there's a bunch of different exercises. I'm going to teach you one. It's called, we all know every day, hopefully when we brush our teeth, we use dental floss, correct? You use dental floss. You take it. So everyone, I want you to pretend you have a piece of dental floss. You're going to take out a long piece of dental floss. But this isn't dental floss. This is going to be mental floss. You're going to put one piece in the ear and you're going to pull it out through your other ear. You ready? And what we're going to do is clean our brains of all negativity, all bad things we think about, all the stuff that doesn't belong in the mind. And we're going to be very silly and we're going to pull it through and clean it out. Here we go. Ho, pull it through one side and then pull it through the other side. Ho, ho, ah, 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 oh, oh, ah, oh, oh, ah, ah, ah. Oh gosh, take out that dirty piece of mental block. Throw it away. Throw it away. We are clean. Our brains are clean. And now we're going to fill that with everybody. Just say something you want to put. We got rid of all the negative things. And now we're going to fill. I'm going to replace all that negativity with health and joy, health. So everyone
Love.
just say love. Beautiful. What else?
Love.
Mashiach.
Mashiach.
Ayin Tova.
Ayin Tova.
Ahavas
Kindness.
Yisrael.
Ahavas Yisrael. Kindness. Compassion.
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
Caring.
Beautiful.
Healing.
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 Beautiful. Loving. Okay, good. So everyone, let's try. We're gonna fill now. We're gonna cement all those beautiful things we just created with ho ho.
Ho,
Ho, ho.
Ha ha ha.
Ha, ha, ha.
Ho ho.
Ho, ho.
Ha ha ha.
Ha,
Ho ho.
ho,
Ho,
Ha
ho.
ha ha.
ha, ha, ha.
ha.
So what's next, ladies? Whoosh. Boom. Out. Okay. So beautiful. So that's it for today, guys. That's enough of the craziness, the mat. But remember, now you should feel, I want you to just take a deep breath in and just feel the joy, the energy you've just created, whether, whatever kind of mood you're in, just breathe in that beautiful energy of love, laughter, raising your vibration to one of joy, and send that energy out into the world, to everybody who needs it. Send it to Eretz Yisrael, send it to people who are suffering, send it to family members, anyone, maybe someone in your own family. Just send out that beautiful energy of vibration of love. The bonding of us doing this together is hugely impactful. It's so powerful when we join together. And you know that because of all the tefillahs you say together. And this is actually an added dimension of creating unity and strength in our tefillahs. It's creating the joy, creates a high vibration that sends it out into the universe. And we're Jewish women, we can do anything. We can change the world.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're beautiful. So listen, I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're all in the same tribe. We're all here together, praying for love, praying for a better world, praying for our children, praying for the Jewish nation to live in peace. And I'm grateful. Thank you. Bring Adar in. Keep the joy in your hearts, ladies. Keep moving into who you know yourselves to be, and don't let the world get us down. It's there's a lot of craziness out there, and it's important for us to protect. This is an energetic protection. We need to protect ourselves energetically. So you can reach me. I have a business. I do energy work, I do laughter work, called readyourbookoflife.com. I do give guidance and healing energy for people and do laughter. So you can find me there, or you can find me at, I know it says Leslie, but I go by my Jewish name when I work with Jewish groups. I'm Esther Rachel. Doesn't go with Leslie. Esther Rachel Russell at gmail.com. And if anybody I would love to hear from you. If anyone wants to continue this work, it'd be my deepest privilege to share with you. So thank you so much.